Our guest has arrived, so all are requested to please maintain silence and switch your mobile phones to silent mode. All are requested, please to switch your mobile phones to silent mode. Hello. Hello. May I request the audience to please rise as the academic procession along with Chief Guest Honorable Professor S.P. Nimse, former Vice Chancellor, Lucknow University, Lucknow, President Honorable Dr. Ashok Vikhe Patil, Executive Chairman, Pravara Rural Education Society, Loni, Honorable Major General Deepak Bhanda, CEO, Pravara Rural Education Society, Loni, and other dignitaries have just entered the hall. The convocation ceremony is an event that tells the students that individuality is the key to success. So, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. All are requested to please keep standing for giving a tribute to late Honorable Padma. Now, may I request everyone to please rise to give 2 minutes silence as a tribute to late Honorable Padma Bhushan Dr. Bahasar Vikhe Patil. Thank you. A very good morning to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for the convocation ceremony of Savitribai Phule Pune University. This is a much awaited event in every student's life as it gives the returns to the efforts put in by them throughout their academic endeavor. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments. Once again, welcome for this ceremony. Now, we will have our traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to Padmashri Dr. Vithalrao Vikhe Patil and Honorable Padma Bhushan Dr. Bahasar Vikhe Patil. May I kindly request all the dignitaries on the dais to please offer a floral tribute to the portrait of our legends and light the lamp. Padmashri Dr. Vithalrao Vikhe Patil. He is the one who started first cooperative sugar factory. A man who was well disciplined, well-groomed, and well-grounded, ardent devotee of the great ideals, ideas, and ideologies. A social reformer fought against untouchability. Honorable Dr. Basa Vikhe Patil, son of Dr. Vithalrao Vikhe Patil, took upon himself the artist's task of translating the dreams of his father into concrete realities. With his realization, he adopted a strategy to raise awareness among rural poor through spread of technical and non-technical education. Risks come out of choices and not out of chances. Risks are those for who dare to convert their dreams into realities. And Padmashri Dr. Vithalrao Vikhe Patil and Honorable Dr. Basa Vikhe Patil proved it. Thank you. We feel honored to have with us Honorable Professor S.B. Nimse, former Vice Chancellor, Lucknow University, Lucknow. May I now request Honorable Major General Deepak Bhanda to please what? Sorry. May I request everyone to rise for University song. Thank you. All are requested to please be seated. May I request Honorable Major General Deepak Dhanda to welcome and introduce our Honorable Chief Guest.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, all the dignitaries, the galaxy of intellectuals, esteemed directors, principals, invited guests, dear parents, and most important, the reason why we are all here, dear students. It gives me a great pleasure and honor to welcome, on behalf of our President, Honorable Dr. Ashok Vikhe Patil and entire Pravara family, our esteemed chief guest of the day, Honorable Dr. S.B. Nimse, former Vice Chancellor of Lucknow University, an appointment he chaired from 2013 till 2016. Mr. Nimse did his master's in 1974 in a subject which is favorite of few and dreaded by most, at least during our younger days, that is mathematics, achieving first class from Pune University, the same university that our colleges are affiliated to. He did his MPhil in mathematics in 1978 from Meerut University and earned UP Governor's Award for Distinguished Achievements. And he further went on to do PhD in mathematics, general topology in 1982. Dr. Nimse previously worked as Director, MBA Center, and as Director of Management Institute at Institute of Management, Research and Rural Development, Ahmednagar, from 1990 to 1998. He was also principal at New Arts, Commerce and Science College, Ahmednagar, from 2004 to 2008. Dr. Nimse was Dean, Faculty of Science at Pune University from 2001 to 2005. And further, he was chairman of Board of Studies in Mathematics at Pune University from 2005 till 2008. He was member of several national and professional bodies like Governing Council of the Consulate Development Center in Ministry of Science and Technology. He was on steering committee for 12th five-year plan on higher education. And further, he was with Indian Mathematical Society for 4 years, that is from 2007 till 2011. Dr. Nimse has published 12 books on mathematics, 21 papers in international journal and 11 papers in national journals. 10 students have completed PhD under his guidance, and presently 4 students are registered to Pune University and SRTM University, Mandir. He has been invited to deliver lectures in different parts of the world. He has visited 15 countries for various academic purposes. Dr. Nimse was also Vice President of Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded, from 2008 to 2013. And presently, Dr. Nimse is working as expert member of Backwards Class Commission, Government of Maharashtra. I am sure the checkered career of Dr. Nimse will be an inspiration for all students receiving their degree today. Sky is the limit. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our guiding star, the visionary President Dr. Ashok Vikhe Patil, for his continuous focused involvement with Pravara Rural Education Society and aiming to bring it on world map. Our sincere thanks to all principals and faculty members for giving much more than degree. a reason for being lifetime Pravarites, education with values. We also welcome and congratulate the parents whose children have earned their degree today. A proud moment indeed. And in the end, our best wishes for the students who are receiving the degree today. Remember, it is the beginning of new challenges. Face them squarely. I now hand over to the Master of Ceremonies for further proceed. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Honorable Dr. Ashok Vikhe Patil to please felicitate our Chief Guest, Honorable Professor S.B. Nimse, former Vice Chancellor, Lucknow University, Lucknow. Thank you. May I now request our esteemed Chief Guest, Honorable Professor S.B. Nimse, to deliver Convocation address.
Honorable Ashok Vikhe Patil, who is presiding over this function, then all directors, principals, and all those who are related with the Pravara Rural Education Society on the stage, off the stage, especially professors, students who were giving the degrees and their parents. So this is a unique moment in the life of a student. He is receiving degree from the of Pune University from the guest. And this is a new tradition in Pune University. It's a good tradition because everybody cannot go to Pune and take the degree. I will make one more point clear. I being from the same place, Ahmedabad district, Vice Chancellor in two states, of two state universities, once at Mandir for 5 years and 3.5 years at Lucknow. It got 3 years term but extended. And there Marathi medium in Maharashtra, Hindi medium in Uttar Pradesh, and being a, my domain discipline being mathematics of science faculty. So I have all the instructions and teaching in English. So I will prepare to be multilingual while talking on this speech. Okay? कधी कधी मराठीमध्ये कधी इंग्लिशमध्ये कधी हिंदीमध्ये ओके प्रथमतः जो प्रवरा परिसर आहे त्या प्रवरा परिसर वैशिष्ट्य असं आहे की प्रत्येक व्हिजिटच्या वेळेस त्यात काहीतरी बदल दिसून येतो एव्हरी व्हिजिट वी विटनेस some change some qualitative change in the ambience of this complex and this is a unique educational complex in rural India या ठिकाणी आज ज्या विद्यार्थ्यांना आपण पदवीदान किंवा पदवी वितरण कार्यक्रम करत आहोत त्या कार्यक्रमाच्या विद्यार्थ्यांनी ही पदवी त्यांच्या कष्टाने घेतली आहे त्यांना त्यांच्या शिक्षकांनी मेहनत करून शिकवलं आहे संस्थाचालकाने चांगलं असं इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर उपलब्ध केलं आहे आणि त्यातनं आणि मला वाटतं की ऑगस्ट सप्टेंबर 2016 ला मी खास त्यांना भेटण्यासाठी लखनौ आलो होतो आमची प्रत्येक चर्चा झाली आणि दुर्दैवाने 31ला मला त्यांच्या अंतर्दर्शनासाठी यावं लागलं. तर मी परत एकदा या ठिकाणी या संधीचा फायदा घेऊन मी त्यांना आदरांजली व्यक्त करतो. आणि त्यांनी जो हा परिसर फुलवला, मला खात्री आहे की पुढच्या पिढीचे त्यांना योग्य आदरांजली मिळाली म्हणजे हा परिसर एक आंतरराष्ट्रीय दर्जाचा शैक्षणिक संकुल, एज्युकेशनल कॉम्प्लेक्स डेव्हलप करणं ही त्यांना खऱ्या अर्थाने श्रद्धांजली राहील. आणि मला वाटतं की नवीन वर्षा सुरुवातीपासूनच सर्व लोक या कामाला जुंपून घेतील. अँड in all kinds of in all the discipline across the discipline, and it will be a role model for rest of the country how to give a quality education at the rural background. Okay, and this त्यांना खरी श्रद्धांजली राहील. Rural versus urban, this is always a conflict, and in a globalized world there are certain disadvantages and there are advantages also working at rural places. So we'll talk about the advantages. And because of technology, we can give all kind of modern education, okay, best lectures with internet to an entire rural background. And one advantage of rural background is that you are away from the use of the mega cities. Okay, we have the very conducive and this happens all over the world. In most of Europe and America, educational complexes are little away from the city. They are city itself, okay, educational city itself. And from that point of view, it's an advantage to have the educational institutes in the place like Loni. It has its own advantages. When we talk about the rural India and the overall demographic profile, we always say that India is a country of youth. All of you know that. It is often repeated. 65% population is less than 35 years old. Okay, average youth average age is less than 32, and this is one of the youngest country in the world. And this youngest country can create a very good human resource. So that is the aim of higher education. The very primitive aim of higher education is how to convert the raw students who pass from stage 2 secondary education into a useful human resource. That is a, in larger context, this is the role of the tertiary education, college and university education, and that we can do here. But if we go by statistics, we have central universities, state universities, but 95% students are in state universities. Among state universities, 95% students are in the colleges, not on the campuses. Lucknow was the exception. We have about 26,000 students on the campus in Lucknow. Okay, but in general, 95% students are in the colleges. Hardly 3 to 4% students are on the campuses, university campuses or its centers. So ultimately, if we really want to create a good human resource, quality human resource, which can rebuild the country like India, we must empower the students in colleges. Meaning thereby, we must give a very competitive education comparable to any education imparted all over the globe. In a globalized world, remember, there is no compromise for quality and relevance. Because in a globalized world, all potential job givers demand for a quality which is of global standard. Whether you learn in Loni or in Cambridge, the potential employer expect from the candidate same qualities. Okay, so therefore it is very important those who are devoting their time in providing education role in India, that and you on the part of government also, because major chunk 90 to 95% chunk is in the colleges. Now, unless you improve drastically the quality education, we cannot create the human resource which is urgently needed to build the modern India. Okay, and from that point of view, the importance of rural India, college their institutes and colleges, you must understand. Okay, if we do little more statistics, in the next for 5 minutes, I will just have the overall scenario of higher education, tertiary education in India. We have a fantastic achievement as far as numbers are concerned. All of you must be remembering the numbers. Always we have the milestone of 1947. From 47 to say 2017, we just from 20 universities to 800 universities, about 400 colleges in 1947. We have about 50,000 colleges. We have only 2 lakh students in tertiary education. Now it's 2.9 crores, almost 3 crores, 150 times more. 2 लाखापासून 3 कोटीवर आपण क्वांटम जंप घेतलेले number of students. Okay, few thousand teachers. Now we have 13 lakhs teachers in higher education. Okay, this is one of the largest higher education system in the world. As far as number of institutes are concerned, we are number 1 in the world. As far as number of students are concerned, we are number 2 in the world. Okay, so quantitative development is mind-boggling, right? And is expected for a country like India when we have to give a social justice, distributive justice. We must expand education in the nooks and corners of the country. So expansion was inevitable. At the same time, because of rapid expansion, decline in quality was also a historical inevitability. But now we have to awake in a globalized world. We can't give the excuses. Now we must concentrate on quality. ओके, आपला एक्सपान्शन पुरेसं झालेलं आहे. जगातला 1 नंबरची शिक्षण व्यवस्था भारतात निर्माण केली आहे. आता त्याची जर क्वालिटी वाढवली तर केवळ उच्च शिक्षण सहाय्यानेच भारत हा खऱ्या अर्थाने सुपर पॉवर होऊ शकतो. तर वी हॅव टू कॉन्सन्ट्रेट ऑन क्वालिटी अँड रिलेव्हन्स ऑफ हायर एज्युकेशन. बट the picture is little mixed, is not that impressive as far as quality is concerned. There are historical reasons why quality got down. There are certain criteria to measure the quality. I will just give 2-3 parameters. Number 1 is our President of India is very fond of telling in each convocation that no Indian university ranks in first 200. Our oldest university ranks less than 1,000 of Indian universities. I will not quote the names and ranking, but they are far away from the 1,000. Okay, so we are nowhere in the world competition as far as ranking of the universities is concerned. I always used to tell to our professor in Lucknow and government with Uttar Pradesh and governor that you see the Singapore is a city state. Okay, National University of Singapore ranks in first 25. And there are 2 universities from Singapore, it is a city state, only very small, like smaller than Mumbai or comparable to Pune, even smaller than that. 2 university ranks in the first 50. India, largest education system in the world, no university or college rank in the world competition. And say 60 years back, Singapore, even National University of Singapore was not compared with Lucknow University or Calcutta University. It was too inferior. Okay, but within 60 years they expanded. In quality wise, we expanded only quantity wise. Now it's a time because Lucknow was started in 1860 as a college, Canning College. It's so old history. Now it's a time to gear up ourselves and concentrate only on quality, quality and quality. Then only this huge infrastructure of colleges, teachers and all 5 chancellors that will deliver the good for the building modern India. Second criteria is always there. You see, one of the prestigious prizes, you know, they are Nobel prizes. No Indian got a Nobel Prize for working in Indian universities after independence. ज्यावेळेस आपली उच्च शिक्षण व्यवस्था खूप लहान होती त्यावेळेस भारतीय विद्यापीठात काम करून काहींना मिळाली. ओके, परंतु 47 नंतर भारतीय एनसीएल जगातली वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट लॅब इन केमिस्ट्री. परंतु इतक्या मोठमोठ्या लॅब असताना, इतके मोठमोठे विद्यापीठ असताना आपल्या शिक्षण व्यवस्थेतून एकही नोबेल लॉरेट स्वातंत्र्यानंतर तयार झालेले नाहीये. दॅट मीन्स समथिंग इज सिरियसली रॉंग समवेअर. And third, about the relevance, which is little, this we experience everywhere. I am quoting from Uttar Pradesh, but this will happen in Maharashtra. We can quote the figure from all the states. In last August, Uttar Pradesh government advertised the post for class 4. शिपायाच्या जागेसाठी post advertised केले होते. There were 365 posts. Education qualification demanded was 6 standard pass. No skill expected. Class 4, किंवा शिपाई. And for 365 posts, with basic requirement of 6 standard pass, the UP government received more than 23 lakh applications. And out of that 23 lakh application, 255 were PhD holders. You see, we must introspect. It's not a question of lecture popular, but we have to, it's a time to introspect. We have the huge infrastructure of number of institutes, teachers, everything is there. Number of students, they are ready to work hard. This is the picture. So I asked our Dean Students Welfare to talk with some PhD holders who are from Lucknow University. And they have very frank discussion. They said that, sir, हमारा बाहर हिंदी में कर रहे थे कि 10-12 हजार का जॉब नहीं मिलता, यहाँ सिपाही को 18,000 पैसा मिलता है, और पीएचडी होके सिपाही होगा तो कोई काम भी नहीं बताएगा, तो इससे अच्छा क्या रहेगा? So they are indirectly in a sweet word, they are convincing me why they are applying. Ultimately, they have to cancel the advertisement of these things. It's an eye opener. This will happen in Maharashtra also, everywhere. Okay, the relevance is lost somewhere while expanding the higher education. Okay, and that means we must look for how to make our degree sellable in the job market. It's not that there are no jobs, because job market is totally mismatched. There are jobs but no takers, and there is a long queue for jobs but nobody is giving the jobs. Okay, so this mismatch in job market has to be minimized, and that can be done. Such kind of experiment can be done. Place like Loni, I heard that there are a lot of placement last year, but this can be further expanded. This best practice can be done in all the parts of the country so that the job mismatch can be minimized. Even some reports say that in Europe, because Europe is aging, in next 2 days, there will be at most 40% jobs in Europe will be founded by the Asian people. And if we train our Indian students well, out of that 40%, Indian can take 30% jobs. Okay? And there is nothing wrong exporting human resource for earning money. Provided, because Indians are well accepted all over the world because of their culture and nature. Only thing that we have to provide a quality education. Only IIT and IIM brands won't suffice. All the other institutes, if they won't overpass the IIT and IIM, they must be comparable with them. Okay, then this will happen. And for that, I think that in 3 areas we have to take efforts. First, skills, then knowledge, and third is innovation. Skills, national, NSDC, National Skill Development Council, doing a lot of things. There are huge funds, but this is not occasion to talk in detail. There are huge funds. I work on 2-3 committees, but we have to bring the funds and give the skills which are totally professional. I create कमी requirement करण्यासाठी. Don't do as a compliance. We have the compliance culture. Okay, काही skills earn करायचे. To do this on paper. The skill earned by arts commerce graduate, even in Marathi medium, must face some kind of job to him. So this should be of that type. Okay. Second, knowledge content is very weak. We are not sure that if we appoint somebody as a personal help with BA first class from Pune University, whether he can deliver the goods. He may be English BA first class, but he will drop a simple letter or not, we are not sure. And that guarantee was there 50 years back. So we have to restore the prestige of our degrees. Knowledge content and degrees, there is no correlation nowadays. We can have the best syllabus possible. This is very simple. Okay. From best university, we can borrow the syllabus, download, okay, from the internet, and you can pass to the board of studies and implement the good syllabus. And based on good syllabus, students can get a good marks, distinction, best syllabus. But his knowledge content may not be compatible with the syllabus and the degree or the class he got. And this is happening in large scale, not as an exception. So there has to be compatibility between the richness of syllabus, the marks obtained by the students, and his knowledge content. And that has to be done. And as far as innovation is concerned, okay, in earlier days in British India, we were more innovative than today. Okay, now there is all the time compliance of AICT, compliance of this, compliance of that. Okay, all the time we are running for compliance. but we are not innovative. I will just recall, I will take 2-3 minutes more. Uh, you see, there are so many education commissions, and related to tertiary education, Radhakrishnan Commission in 1947, it was a University Education Commission. This was a commission mainly for tertiary education, college and university education. And we identified the sickness of the higher education in India in one sentence: Indian higher education is a continuation of school education. तसेच परीक्षा घ्यायच्या तसंच करायचं इट्स अ कंटिन्युएशन ऑफ सेम फिलॉसॉफी व्ह्यूज इट हॅज टू बी डिसकंटिन्यूड बिकॉज हायर एज्युकेशन इज अ प्लेस वेअर the innovative aspect of the mind must grow to the fullest level. Students must be encouraged to ask the odd questions. They must they must develop the courage to challenge the existing ethos. Then only new thinking comes. We are asking, forcing them to conform to the guidelines only, all the time. And so that's why no innovative idea comes. We have the National Innovation Foundation. We have so many things, there are structures are there. But our college education won't make mind of students innovative. They recently, last week or last week only, there is a national global innovative index of students, history, higher education and research, global innovative index. It is this is World Economic Forum publishes it based on 43 parameters. World Economic Forum, there is a reliability on that. Global Innovative Index. Amongst 120 countries, India ranks 100. Like in Human Development Index, we rank about 135 in the world ranking. Similarly, in a Global Innovative Index, I always feel that I have a lot of interaction with late Vikhe Patil. He was more innovative than many vice chancellors. Okay, so innovation, you must, because he was a politically free, he can apply his mind correctly. He was more basic thinker. But our education system forces the students to think on line only. Okay, conform to the guidelines. Anyone education institute directors, vice chancellor has to follow only compliance all the time. Compliance, compliance, and compliance. That won't create the new creativity among the youngsters. And in a globalized world, unless you are innovative, some innovation may be frugal innovations. त्याला जुगाड म्हणतात मराठीमध्ये हिंदीमध्ये. Frugal innovations must be encouraged in colleges and especially technical institutions. Okay. As far as skill also concerned, I recall now, in 85 to 90, I was the in charge director of MBA Center, Vikhe Patil MBA Center at Ahmednagar, and we have a lot of interaction with the Pravara Vikhe Patil. And that was we were comparatively young, there are a lot of ideas. And we thought that we must establish a rural university in Loni. We have the draft of that also between 85 to 90. We have many meetings at that time, and he always emphasizing skill development. And like a Moni Vidyapit Gargoti, that was a failed experiment by J.P. Naik, but we want to repeat that kind of experiment at Loni, and kind of rural university and more emphasis on skills. This is about 30 years back when now present government talking about the skills. 30 years back. Okay, and even he was in the meeting. He was used to say that can we grade the or can we give the benefit of the existing grade of the rural students? जे काही स्किल त्यांना जन्मजात आहे ते आपण शार्पन करून त्याला काही क्रेडिट देता येतील की नाही. इन अ वे क्रेडिट सिस्टम इम्प्लिमेंटेड नाउ, बट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट क्रेडिट सिस्टम इन 85-90 in this place. At that time there was not so infrastructure. We had a lot of meeting here, and we have prepared a very good draft. Unfortunately, that won't realize, but that would have the leading example how to develop the skills in rural India. So the skills, knowledge, and innovation in all the three fronts, this Pravara Rural Education Society must become a leader for the rest of India, and that will be the unique contribution of this society in higher education. I think for doing all these things, I given a lot of statistics. Doing all these things, there are many favorable factors in India. I will just quote few because I wrote so many articles on that, so I will not be at length. To realize how to convert each and every graduate in a useful human resource, we have a lot of strength in India. First is our size of higher education. number of institutes as well as number of students, largest in the world. Second is about the demographic profile country of youngsters. Third is our working democracy, because we can do a lot of experiments in democracy and there are more chances of becoming successful because there is more openness in democracy. So democracy is also our strength. Fourth is English language. In a globalized world, English language is important. चांगली नाही परंतु आता खेड्यातल्या लोकांना सुद्धा बरेच इंग्लिश शब्द कळतात. So workable English is known to majority of the world, majority of the population in India. It is predicted that by 2030, largest English speaking people will be in India. Okay? And that's why this is our strength. There are many strengths. One more strength is our this tradition. India from Vedic periods we are known for the search for knowledge. This is our strength. Then one more strength is our this is the ethos of the common man. This is we must exploit from economic point of view. It is a good sign that common Indian still believes that investment in education is a good investment. I am the proponent of Marathi medium. मी मराठीत शिकलो. परंतु आजही गरीबातल्या गरीब रिक्षा पुलर आपला मुलगा इंग्लिश मीडियम मध्ये का टाकतो त्याला परवडतं असं नाही. But he feels that if he learn in English medium, his son or daughter have a better future. In other words, still common man believes that investment in education is a best investment. And we must exploit these sentiments of the common man and give a quality education in an affordable cost. And that is a challenge to the institutions who are engaged in imparting higher education. Lastly, there are many points to say. Lastly, I will say that, of course, other points are technologically enabled learning, TEL, is easily possible in India because we have in ICT, huge human resource. Using that, we can provide a TEL, technologically enabled learning. This is possible, and we can enlarge the number of students also, and we can make education accessible to every people. At the same time, maintaining the quality. I will just draw the analogy. I have the temptation from a management. Ashok is a MBA, he is in management. So all of you know, he must be read the job Vikhe Prahlad, the management guru, and he had developed theories. Okay, there are so many good books of his. Grameen Bank of Bangladesh is actually inspired from his research work, and his theory put in a mathematical framework. I am a mathematician by training. Is like this: n equal to 1 and r equal to g. He put his overall theory for marketing purpose in a two equation: n equal to 1 and r equal to g. If we retranslate into a education purposes, n equal to 1 means not customer, n equal to 1 means each student. So you have to concentrate on each student. All directors, principals, they must concentrate on each student because every student has a different potential to grow. Every student has a different need. So you must have the one-to-oneness with each student, n equal to 1, and r equal to g means resources global. Concentrate on individual and provide global resources. And this is just possible because of technology. Whatever is important in Harvard, that can be done here. Okay? Using technology. Comparable, not exactly that, but comparable can be done here. If you see the Vikhe Prahlad theory, if we retranslate and implement in education, this is just possible. We can bring the standard of this to the best university in the world of learning complex. And this can be done. At the end, as a Vice Chancellor, in two state universities, and presided over many convocations, at least 10 or 12. And Vice Chancellor is supposed to preach. Okay? Sometimes I am also teaching, but teach less, preach more. Okay? So I will just give three pieces of advice to the students, and they are not mine. This is from Professor G.S. Hardy. G.S. Hardy is a mathematics professor from Cambridge. All of you know Ramanujam. Is a gift to India in 20th century, and Ramanujam is a way directly and indirectly finding of J.S. Hardy. J.S. Hardy wrote a very good book for a common man, Mathematician's Apology. It's a bestseller. And the preface of that book is by C.P. Snow, the great thinker. So everybody, science students, any graduate must read that book. I always subscribe that book for a common man, Mathematician's Apology. Okay. He given three piece of advices. Number one want to be good students in science, mathematics, or in any discipline. One is that throughout his life, he must nurse intellectual curiosity. ज्ञानाबद्दल जिज्ञासा असली तरच तुम्ही विद्यार्थी शोधता. And you cannot replace this characteristic, this attribute, okay, if you work by anything else, if you want to on top, if you want to be innovative. So, extreme desire to know the truth, that has to be imbibed in the minds of the students. Unless and until you possess intellectual curiosity, you cannot develop, you cannot become a renowned person in your own domain field. Second, you must be ambitious. Of course, while being with your family members, friends, seniors, institutions, you must be very, very humble. Okay? If you are humble, many problems get avoided. But as far as your career is concerned, you must be ambitious, and there is nothing wrong to be ambitious. You see many top scientists, Nobel laureate, prime ministers, okay, even our present prime minister, त्याला आपण चायवाला पासून prime minister झाला म्हणतो. Unless you are some kind of ambitious, you could not have transformed from it, okay, चायवाला to the prime ministership. Even another example for students popular, say all of you are fond of Amitabh Bachchan. He's 75-year-old. We still have a very impressive voice, Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, is also we see that is a Bollywood is a miracle at this age. He still okay grab the attention of the people. When he was a student from Allahabad, when he interviewed for a Jaipur radio, he was disqualified for as announcer because he has a bad voice. But he has the ambitions. Okay, आपल्याला Bollywood मध्ये चमकायचं आहे. And only because of that ambitious he come to this place. So be ambitious. And third, have a pride of your own profession. No profession is low or high. There is always room at the top in every profession. तुम्ही शेती करा, राजकारणी व्हा, इकॉनॉमिस्ट व्हा, इंजिनियर्स व्हा, डॉक्टर्स व्हा, पोएट व्हा, टीचर्स व्हा, everywhere there is a room at the top. Okay? So love your profession, have faith in yourself, and have a pride of your own profession. जर आपल्याला आपल्या व्यवसायाबद्दलच अभिमान नसेल तर दुसऱ्याला आपल्याबद्दल अभिमान असण्याचं काहीच कारण नाही. Unfortunately, in Indian, when you interact with the people, everybody envy others' profession. डॉक्टरला वाटतं इंजिनियर्स बरं आहे, एक्सवेल BNC मधले इंजिनियर्स, त्यांना वाटतं की डॉक्टर चांगले आहेत, दोघांना वाटतं की आमचे प्रोफेसर चांगले आहेत, पगार खूप आहेत, काम तुलनेने कमी आहे. So we envy others' professions. Okay, but if you want to be successful in life, love your profession, have a pride of profession. And I will sum up with one request to all of you. I first pray that all of you become successful, have further higher education, okay, be successful as a citizen of India and as an individual, earn enough money, okay, there is nothing wrong to earn enough money legal way. And when you have surplus money, when you can spare the money, okay, don't forget your alma mater. आपण प्रवरा परिसरामध्ये घडलेलो आहोत हे विसरू नका. आणि ज्यावेळेस तुम्हाला शक्य होईल सहजपणे तुमच्याकडे भरपूर पैसा असेल टू डोनेट मनी टू युअर alma mater. That is Pravara Rural Education Society, and this happens all over the world. All over the world in higher education there is a philanthropic approach. I will just add one thing. In 2012, Ashrafji, about 25 people from Maharashtra, we gone to the Harvard Boston. Our mandate was, at that time Harvard was number 1 in world ranking. Our mandate was how to build the world-class universities. And we worked there for 6 days, and the coordinator was from IIT Bombay, the Harvard Business School, one professor, dean of that school. Okay, and we learned many things within that 5 to 6 days. And one of the secret of Harvard was that their budget was bigger than budget of many American states, state budgets. 350 years history, and most of the money they got from the past students. Even in that month, Mahindra given $1 million. Okay, so minimum they used to give $1 million, and huge amount of money by the past students. Unfortunately, in India, there are so many historical reasons this culture is not there. At least we must start this culture. If you are groomed here, you become successful because of these institutes. You should not forget these institutes when you are capable to donate. So this is my appeal to all of you, okay, and donate this money. And I will remember, especially 7 freedoms of Harvard, and we must copy that also to some extent. I will just call 3. They have the freedom from the history. They are not bogged down in the 350 वर्षापूर्वी काय होतं आता काय. They have 7 freedoms: freedom from the history, freedom from the mediocrity, okay, no compromise in mediocrity, and freedom from the donors also. They accept $1 million, but they won't accept any strings attached to it. So this culture has to be developed. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning, there are many new traditions that are started from this place. Again, I hope that in near future, this whole complex, whole institutes, whole society will be enriched by their very successful past students, and you will be prominent among them who are successful past students, and okay, and some money is given back to the society, especially the Jewish society. With this fond hope, I come to my speech. I thank this society for inviting me here. I have a very busy schedule yesterday, and I thought that it's not possible for me to come over here, but somehow I came here because, as I mentioned in the beginning, right from 1974, directly or indirectly attached with this society, and it's like a second home to come over here. So it happened that I reached in time. Thank you for inviting me here as a chief guest. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you very much, sir, for your pearls of wisdom. And we are sure that the students will benefit from it immensely. Thank you very much. Now, may I request President of today's function, Honorable Dr. Ashok Vikhe Patil, to deliver presidential address.
I am standing here with mixed emotions or full of emotions because today is the first convocation after the sad demise of our chairman, Padmashri Dr. Vithalrao Patil. This institute we started with 20 students, now with 42,000, which he grew up to 42,000 students. With 1,000 students graduating today, has been a great milestone, and me and the management committee members now will be groping in the dark to find out how to go forward. Our Vice Chancellor, who has come to his second home, has laid out and discussed all the important aspects of what Balasaheb thought and what is education. But I thought I would dwell upon a few things on how Pravara is meeting the challenges. When I took over Pravara Education Society, Balasaheb told me exactly the same thing, that we must focus on skill development. And I'm very happy to tell you that because of him, now we have registered 54 courses in 20 institutions for 2,000 students. We probably are the only rural institute in the country having 2,000 students enrolled in skill development courses. Because Indian education system, which he rightly said, is a problem of quality, it's not a problem of quantity. Sir, India has the most regulated and most controlled education system in the world. You have seen the world, I have seen the world. And anything that is controlled and regulated by mediocres have no chance of improvement. I was asked, to my shock, by Dr. Kalam to write a book on education with him. And he told me, Ashokji, we will focus only on two issues. One, why Indian education is not internationally competitive. And secondly, why Indian graduates are not employable. He said if we address these two issues, we will issue all the educational problems of this country. Unfortunately, we couldn't complete the book, and neither I'm going to complete that book. Point here he made was very simple, that when we develop this education system, we need to go from teaching to learning. Today, I congratulate all the teachers for bringing out 1,000 graduates in this rural area. But I have, and Dr. Nimse has a message that you have to perform or you will perish. You can't be just teachers anymore where you came to the classroom, read your notes, did your exam, completed so-called syllabus, and then telling me proudly that, sir, we have completed the syllabus, and then what you get is a graduate, which nobody wants. But Dr. Nimse made a point which is very valid, that skills are the which you acquire. Skills are not taught. Skills is what you will have to acquire. Your teachers have given you tools. When you become a graduate, when I was studying, when I was working with Pravara Institute of Medical Sciences, I realized very interesting thing. A medical graduate, till he gets his degree, doesn't know, he has not touched a patient at all. He doesn't know medicine till he starts practice. That's an Indian scenario. When he does his internship, what he does in his internship is to study for the entrance exam for post-graduation. So for 5.5 years, you call him a doctor, but that doctor has hardly touched a patient, forget giving an injection. And he starts practicing on us when he comes out of the medical college. The same story is here, that you become a graduate today, but actually you don't know what is expected outside of you. Our education system, we do not make you perfect to be employable. You have to learn the tricks, and that is what the skills are. So you have to learn the skills based on the tools which you learned in the class in those 4 years, in graduation or 6 years of post-graduation. And so I still again go back to Dr. Kalam. He told me one day that he wanted to bring in two subjects of skills in the CBSE curriculum in 9th and 10th, so that students could become more skill oriented when they became graduates. And these two subjects out of 72 we used for passing 10th. So the students could choose only 5 technical or subjects and 2 skill subjects, and he could pass. It took him, a man like Dr. Kalam, 6 years to fight in Delhi to get his idea through interviews. For a man like Dr. Kalam, it took 6 years just to introduce a simple idea of bringing skill education as subject in CBS. We are not going to change, let me put it this way. Like Dr. Nimse again put it, Lucknow is older than most of the universities in the world, but we are nowhere in 200. And then when we say that Indian University is not 200, Government of India says the method of selection is wrong. We are always in denial. That is the way. So, my dear students, what you got from here is what skills you pick up. What you learn outside the classroom becomes more relevant, more important than what you learn in the classroom. Every classroom, every school, every college has the same book, same syllabus, same examination, and when you write down what you've studied in the book, you get 100% marks. But you're useless. You'll be surprised, sir. Last year, I conducted interviews for 650 teachers for Pravara Education Society. And my dear students, I could choose only 25. Out of 650 interviews, I could only choose 25. And also, I was not even happy with those 25. I had to choose 25 because there was nobody to teach in your classes. Last month, I had interviews of 100 engineering faculty. Last month, 100 to teach in engineering colleges, people with having experience of 5 and 10 years. And I could choose only 6. Now, that is the kind of faculty we are producing in our education system. And that is why teachers will have to go from teaching to learning. Unless you become learners, you are not going to satisfy my modern students because they have access to so much of digital world, so much of knowledge, so much of information that sometimes the students know more than the teacher. And there is another very big problem. When I was working with the medical university, I did a study of classroom behavior. I found 77% of my students did not open their mouth in 4.5 years in medical college. Now I go to the same doctor who didn't ask a single question in medical college. I asked them why didn't they ask. 77% students did not ask the question to a teacher in the classroom. Basically, fear of the teacher and fear of the peer, the student, what they will think of me if I ask a question. Let me tell you, my friends, no question is stupid. Answers are always stupid. Because you think there is only one answer. No, every problem has 10,000 answers. But no question is stupid. And that is going to change. So I want to tell my teachers, Pravara is about openness, is about transparency, and every teacher is a friend, philosopher, and guide, and that's what it is going to remain. So if any teacher thinks that he knows best, then he doesn't know anything. In fact, philosophy teaches us that anybody who says, I know everything, doesn't know anything. It's not me alone, everybody knows that. And that is what the point Dr. Nimse made, that what Dr. Hardy has said, to learn, the urge to learn, nurse for intellectual inquiry, to learn more about life, to find out more. This is what my teachers have to do. And I have to convey to my teachers today that world is changing, you will have to change, otherwise I'll have to change you. Because our aim in Loni is only one, the student. We are all here, the management committee, the staff, we are all here only for the student, for the betterment of the student. It's very heartening to know that 1,000 students are going out with this in this rural area. And the most important thing which Pravara teaches us is value systems. You know, all my life, knowing Bala said, I'm 63, he died at 85. Though he was a politician, I learned one thing from him, and which I learned also from Padmashri: honesty. I have never seen or heard or felt any of these two great men lying even once in their life. He was a politician, let me tell you, but honesty was his best and biggest attribute. That's why he survived against all the odds in life, because value systems never change. If you think you can lie, let me tell you a very simple example. He mentioned about Global Human Development Index, Manvi Vikas Nirdeshank. All the countries which are top in Human Development Index, they survive only on value systems. They survive on the systems of sincerity, honesty, and integrity. You can get away by telling lies. Now, I must confess here that after working in Loni for 2.5 years, I have really found more liars than honest people. Students, staff, doesn't matter. And they think they can get away by giving one lie. But you know, for one lie, you have to lie another 40,000 times. And our founding fathers has founded this organization based on honesty, on truth. I'll tell you a very simple story. There was a country called Korea, which is one port, now it's North and South. South Korea is a country which was one of the 10 poorest countries in the world 50 years ago. One of the most poorest countries, worse than India. But they followed the path of honesty and truth, and today that country is among the top 10 countries in the world. Half the products we buy are either made in Korea or in China. Whenever I go to China to buy anything, any equipment, half the phones in your pockets are from China. That time you don't say Chinese products are bad products. All the TVs in your house are Korean or Chinese. That time you don't say Chinese quality is bad. I have been to China so many times, and every first time I went to China, they said we don't want to talk to the Indians. They said, no, we don't want to take meat. So why? They said, you bring the prices down and then we give you a product and you say the quality is bad. And they are so honest in their dealings that whenever I visit a factory to buy any equipment, they show you each nook and corner of the factory and they are very, very honest to you. What is the product? Okay. You'll be surprised. I went to China once. I visited 9 factories. Only one treated us with lunch. All other 8 gave us a glass of water. In India, if you go to 9 factories, all the 9 will teach you for, take you for lunch, dinner, take you for shopping, but not show you the factory. In China, they will only show you the factory, no lunch, no dinner, nothing. That's where honesty pays. There was a study in south of Sweden. One community were following some religious values and with honesty and integrity. And there was a PhD student who did a study of whole of Sweden and that area. And because of the value system, that area had the lowest unemployability and the highest rate of growth. Sustainability is about honesty. Don't ever think that you can get away by telling lies. You may get away once, but honesty will always pay. And again, I'm saying that if you be honest, every time close your eyes, think about these 2 people, why you are here, why I am here. We are all here because of these 2 people, and then you will find a way in life. The other issue which Dr. Nimse touched upon is the internationalization. I'm very happy to tell you, sir, Pravara Education Society now is involved in 3 European Union projects. One on occupational sciences and health, one on ICT-based skill development, and third on remote sensing for environmental studies. And we'll be collaborating with about totally 20-25 European and Asian universities. So we are already on the path. But as I said, my staff, my teachers are doing a great job, but they'll have to change the way of thinking because the world is changing. And this, the last thing which again Dr. Nimse touched upon, which Bala Sahib used to say, he said it in a different way and Bala Sahib used to tell us in a different way. Think globally, act locally. Every child is local, he needs global resources, but for local needs. So think globally, act locally, and don't forget your alma mater. I wish you all the best. Life is tough. You will have to work hard, and wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Talent and skills are the crops that are nurtured, groomed, and given all possible opportunities to grow and bloom. Convocation ceremony is the celebration of the harvest of this crop. It's a moment of celebration, achievement, hope for the future, and reflection on the past. So it's time to acknowledge the talent of our brimming bodies. So let's begin the certificate distribution ceremony. May I now request Honorable Chief Guest Professor S.P. Nimse and Honorable President Dr. Ashok Vikhe Patil to present certificates to the students. From PVP College, Ms. Bharti Dhaneshwar Dattatre. Ms. Vyas Deepika Gopal. Jezurkar Namrata Lakshman. Wagmare Vidya Goraksh. Pandarkar Harshvardhan Shankar. आहेर सरला रामदास. भवार गीताली भाऊसाहेब. From Arts, Commerce and Science College, Satra, Kumari Gaude Snehal Nandkumar. Miss Parke Babasaheb Dadasaheb. कुमारी घोलप वर्षा प्रकाश. कुमारी शिंदे सोनल भाऊसाहेब. मिस्टर बनसोडे राहुल प्रकाश. From Arts, Commerce, Science and Computer Science College, Ashwi, Mari Chaya Namdev. Mandre Shruti Subhash. Mandre Dipali Nyorupti. Shinde Mahesh Ashok. Sheikh Nilofar Jafar. From Arts, Science and Commerce College, Kollar, Navgire Kalpana Kamlakar. Kharde Supriya Sunil. Shinde Prasad Ashok. Saskar Nikita Bhausaheb. Vaditke Manisha Rambhai. From Rural College of Engineering, Loni, Sagure Supriya Bhausaheb. Sul Sitaram Bhagwan. Ure Sachin Bhagwan. Sirpuram Priyadarshani Chandrasekhar. Golab Nilesh Dilip. Kanade Ashwini Rausaheb. Vadnere Rishikesh Dilip. Tambe Rajashree Bhaskar. From SVIT College Sinnar, Pawar Snehal Subhash. Bodke Reshma Sampat. Nam Pallivar Bhairavi Dilip. Bhalerao Manoj Kumar Dattatre. Anap Rahul Bahasaheb. From Pravara Rural College of Pharmacy, Pravaranagar, Kajal Panditrao Andhale. Ashwini Vilas Joshi. Aditya Shirish Shaike. Ankita Rajendra Dale. Archana Kanipnath Koekar. From Pravara Rural College of Architecture, Loni. Bari Nimish Sharad. Nikam Shrikant Madhukar. Sarla Patel. Balote Sneha Ajit. Mote Pooja Vijay. From Pravara Rural College of Education, Pravaranagar, Adhav Rohini Madhavrao. Adhav Rohini Madhavrao. अकोलकर प्रज्ञा अण्णासाहेब. गांगुर्डे सीमा राजाराम. From Pravara College of Physical Education, Loni, Ghankute Sandeep Vasant. जाधव नवनाथ लहानू. Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations to all the graduates. Remember that graduation isn't the end of a tough journey, but it is the beginning of beautiful one. You finished one journey and next is ready for you. So be ready to face new things. Congratulations once again. Thank you. May I request Dr. P.M. Vikhe, Principal PPP College, Pravaranagar, to deliver vote of thanks.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais, Professor Nimse, ex-Vice Chancellor of Lucknow University, our Executive Chairman, Dr. Vikhe Patil, members of Management Committee, principals, staff, and student friends. Really, I am thankful to Professor Nimse for being with us and sharing this great occasion. I am also thankful to our Executive Chairman, Dr. Vikhe Patil, for being with us and sharing this event. I am thankful to all Management Council members, staff members, and one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now all are requested to rise for a national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल गायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे
Thank you. With the permission of chairperson, I declare the program is over. May I request all the audience